I'm Fran. I have a 2014 JKU. I got my first Jeep April of 2015. And the reason why I got my Jeep was because I actually owned Fords almost all my life. And I was in a bad car accident with my Ford pickup truck. And when I was getting the money for my truck and all, what I did was I figured out what I really want this time around. And I've always wanted a Jeep. I just didn't have the funds to make it the way I wanted it. So at that point, I contacted one of my buddies that does auctions, and I went and test drove a lot of Jeeps to figure out which one is actually the one I wanted. And he went to the auction and he sent me a whole bunch of Jeeps, lifted, not lifted, and prices. And I came across one that I actually test drove at Jerry Ohm. And the price just wasn't right. I didn't want to pay that much for a stock Jeep. And I came across that picture that he sent me, and I asked him what the sticker in the window said, where it was from, and he told me, and I told him to bid on it. So I got this Jeep, and I had it lifted and tires put on it by a buddy of mine that gave me advice, which ended up being the wrong advice, because when I first wheeled it, it didn't do exactly what I wanted it to do. And in the Jeep community, when you get into the group, you start talking to different people and what they've been through and what they have and stuff like that, and getting all the knowledge that I really didn't have. So I met Bonnie and Kenny, and we started hanging out, and Kenny told me I was crazy for letting somebody put it underneath my Jeep, and told me what I should be doing since I'm crazy in the head and doing some crazy stuff. So we sat actually on their porch, and we were looking on our phones of what the next upgrade was going to be for sickness. And we ended up with Rock Crawler 4.5-inch lift, and it's grown from then. I've changed it total of 3 times now, added stuff, taken stuff off, changed it a little. I've actually custom cut a lot of things on my Jeep since I do sheet metal for a living. And it has brought so much happiness to my life that it's even hard to explain. The great community of the Jeep life with the great people, meeting new people, and being able to just sit around and talk Jeeps. And you become a family. And that's the biggest thing that I'm into, is being able to be a family with other people. The Jeep community is great for a number of reasons, not only for upgrading your Jeeps or anything like that. It is a place where you can just go hang out, the socials, meeting people, going just to, like, for example, a soldier was killed, and we all got together on the side of Howard Franklin and waited for him to come through in the hearse. And we followed that hearse all the way to Sarasota, across the Skyway Bridge. The feeling of going over that bridge and seeing Jeeps in front of you going over it and then behind you puts a smile on your face and a tear in your eye, because you just basically helped a family bring their loved one home that chose to support our country and to keep us to have freedom. And to be able to be a part of a group that does that, and that gives you that ability to be a family and to help others when they are at their least greatest point in life, is the best thing in the world. And the Jeep community can bring everyone that has a Jeep more ability to be a part of something that they may be lacking of, or just want to be a part of something that brings a smile to their face. And that's pretty much what the Jeep world has done to me. It's brought me so many positive things that I've learned so much, and it's changed my life. I've met a number of people, and not only that, I've met my future wife. She has her own Jeep, and she actually saw pictures of my Jeep at a Jeep event and started following me on Instagram. And we met and went to socials and been doing the Jeep life in the Jeep world ever since. So everyone has their stories of Jeep life, and everyone, including myself, I'm pretty sure, enjoys it and enjoys the people that they've met. But overall, wheeling brings a rush to a person that it gives you that confidence that you can do anything. And being in a Jeep that you love, that you build from the ground up, makes you feel like you accomplished something, that you're on top of the world.